wanted to talk about these guys on this hike. Half of us are vets and half are not, and I say us as a team. I am not a veteran. Bryson, our young gun, is not a veteran, and Jason, good friends with Terry and Sarah, who run Fox Trot Forward. It is a non-profit organization that encourages veterans to get out and enjoy the outdoors. Sarah Glover and myself are friends. It's not Sarah Glover anymore. Terry's her husband, and she reached out to me, and so here we are, doing about 30 miles from Fontana Dam to Nantahala Outdoor Center. More later. So, we got a couple hammockers with the group. We got Jason right here. I'll introduce him a little bit. Terry, just saw him a second ago. They are inspiring me to revisit hammocking. When my daughter and I were training for the Appalachian Trail, her and I hiked 24 miles in. We did everything wrong, and we froze our butts off, put it that way. So it was a bad experience, and I feel like a little more secure in the tent. But I'm going to revisit. The older I get, my back wants to try some new things. Larry, introduce him a little bit. Connor and I, we got an awesome setup. It's heavy, but we'll see if it's worth it tonight. And Bryson's sleeping over there.
Yeah, that one's clear.
We were at Cable Gap. Yeah, everybody needs to see the shot of the privy. And then that's the Cable Gap lean-to. So, pretty grueling climb today. Up out of Fontana Dam, headed to Nantahala Outdoor Center. We are at 2 Cable Gap shelter, and all the guys are out there just sitting. You can hear them laughing. It's making me laugh. But I'm just cozy. I think it's only like 7 o'clock. I'll be quiet. You can listen to the creek. Creek flowing right outside my tent. It's awesome. We'll get some interviews tomorrow. Everybody's tired. It's our first day, and nobody's in a great shape, so that hill was brutal. Good morning, y'all. We're on We're on day 2, and we've got 6 of us with us. We had 12 to 14 at the most at one time, but 5 of the veterans at the last minute could not make it. 2 for job-related stuff, and we'll hopefully get them on the next one. 2 for injuries and 1 for sickness. So here we are.
You called in sick to the hike?
Yeah, they called in sick to the hike. This is awesome. Y'all know my daughter and I did the Appalachian Trail, and we were supported. So we only hiked with, average of 10 pounds. I'm carrying 30 pounds, and Conrad's carrying, it was 40 the first day. He's down to probably 36 right now. And when you carry that kind of weight and not train, on a day-to-day basis to do it up a 3-mile incline that you're gaining 25-foot elevation, I'm not going to lie, it's going to kick your butt. Unless you're in a lot better shape than us, which you very well might be. We might have Jason and Terry coming up here. But just a relaxing day today. You can hear the water behind us. We took a little lunch break here. Going to show off this Catadin one more time. Only going to fill it 20 ounces full. When you're on the Appalachian Trail, this water source, you can, the maps, the AT guides that they make are amazing. They're very, very close to the right mileage, to the right elevation gain. They tell you where your tent camping sites are, where your water sources are, all the different hiker towns that are along the Appalachian Trail. If you've ever thought about doing the Appalachian Trail, or even section hiking or doing 20, 30 miles at a time, go get yourself an AT guide. You can order them on Amazon. Cumberland Transit has it. Anyway, they are a great tool.
Yeah, when the water is the heaviest thing that you can carry in your pack, is each single thing. It's as long as you've got plenty of water sources every couple miles, don't carry too much water. Just stop and, if you've got a filter, just take 20, 30 ounces with your max versus carrying 3 or 4 liters.
I'm so glad he said that, because truth is, his close to 40 pounds and my 30 pounds, I had no water. What? You're going to hike 30 miles on the Appalachian Trail with no water? Well, when you've got the AT guide, it shows
mine.
it's going to show you where your water sources are. We've got a 3-man Big Agnes tent, so we could have all kinds of room because our Great Dane goes with us quite often. So we are packing heavy for comfort, but with that, we couldn't afford extra water. So this is paid off so far. Tomorrow, we've got 9 miles. Again, a good pull like yesterday. And there is no reliable water source. So we are going to have to carry water, but hopefully by then we've eaten our food down, which was about 8 pounds, right? We've brought 18,000 calories. We took 1 pack of almond butter out, so 16,000 calories with us for the 4 days. All right, we're going to sign off for now. I'm going to show you this catadin one more time, and we're going to get on to Brown Shelter Gap. God bless.
Hiker prep.
Damn, that's what I needed. Nice. All right, because he's going to put it in the water. He's going to kind of hold the head down so it stays below level. And if you have needed water filtration, this is our new buddy Terry, one of the leaders of Foxtrot Forward. Okay, I start at 38 seconds. Let's see how long it takes to fill this up. If you've dealt with water filtration systems, this is super fast. At 20 seconds right now. That is 30 seconds. Wow. I mean, that's 40 seconds. Not even. 33 seconds to fill that whole thing up. What's your name?
Jason Childress.
And how did you learn about Foxtrot Forward?
I actually met Sarah through a mutual friend that's a mountain biker. She actually helped coach some of the kids on mountain bikes. And
Cool.
then I do mountain biking, kayaking, and hiking, and then we just kind of hit it off.
And how did you end up on this hike?
I've helped them. We did the Wounded Warrior Run.
Cool.
And just some other stuff, just helping them out, just supporting. And she asked me if I'd support, coming to the AT, and it took me about 3 seconds to say yes. So
I must admit that you had a couple of devices that saved the weekend. Your saw was one of them. What did the guy ask for on the trail? He goes,
Power bank.
a power bank.
There you
Okay,
go.
so
Yeah.
what's your perspective about a program like Foxtrot Forward? How do you feel about it?
I love it because I was a signature from signing up, and Desert Shield started, and my mom begged me not to sign up,
Right.
so I didn't, and I regret it. But at the same time, I've got friends that got killed over there.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I'm in between. I would have loved to serve, and so I appreciate all these guys that actually did.
Well, cool beans. Well, I'm excited to get to know you, and thanks again for your expertise coming out. Like I said, the saw and the. Oh yes, thank you. So, what'd you think about this hike?
I wasn't prepared. Sarah wanted to train some. I did some training hikes around Mammoth Cave, and the climbs are quite different than anywhere that I got to train. So we did stadiums, and I went to places in Mammoth Cave that had huge climbs, and I still wasn't prepared.
They're legit, huh?
Yeah. They're it's definitely a workout. Yeah, I think you need to have some sort of fitness before you come out here, because I mean those hills were serious.
Very cool. Cool. Hey, say your last name again.
Childress.
Childress?
Childress.
Jason Childress, hanging out with us on the Appalachian Trail from Fontana Dam to Nantahala Outdoor Center. It's our last night. See what else I got around here. Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
pillow protection there.
So when he falls in, he just bounces back.
But you're right about that. That's what my pad. That's what I got.
Yeah, so like it's quite a little extra inflation to the chest. And hey, have you ever tried
chest cold?
No, but that's where all your internal organs are.
Oh, you're keeping your organs warm.
Mm-hmm. Have
Good
you ever
good for digestion.
have you ever tried bubble wrap insulation? Like
I can't say that I have
it's very effective.
carried a pillow in my chest. I'm sorry, but I will try it though.
Bada boom, and
do
this is one of our 6. And what's your name?
Bryson Spurlick.
You know what? Just because I have to, tell us your age, Bryson.
I'm 23.
Real quick, Jason, do you care? How old are you?
45.
I'm gonna save you for last, Larry. Sir, Terry, come on.
27.
55.
I'm 55, baby.
54.
How old am I?
54.
Mr. Larry?
71.
Nice. We've had a killer hike, and this guy has hiked circles around us, even though we all did amazing. So real quick, how did you hear about this hike?
So, Foxtrot Forward is a nonprofit that Mr. Terry and his wonderful wife
Yep.
put together, and
Sarah,
it
sorry
is-
you're not here.
we
Next
miss you.
one.
It's a wonderful organization that gets veterans out into the outdoors, and Angela was kind enough to ask me to go on this hike, and I thought it would be an honor to get with some veterans that have supported our country. I'm very appreciative of what they've done and what they've sacrificed for me to do what I love and get out here and hike. So it was an honor to come out here, and it was a great time.
Very
Great
cool.
time.
So
Good
we already
hikes.
already covered the Foxtrot Forward question. So what do you think about this hike?
It was awesome. It was tons of fun. A lot of uphills, a lot of downhills, and sitting by a campfire.
Lot
What
more
more could you
uphills.
want?
I got to say, all of us were impressed. Most of us, we hung pretty tight together. And when we came down, yesterday you hiked another 6 miles or so, more than all of us. And when we came
Still
down,
finished before us.
yeah, we came down that hill to Stokoa Gap, knowing that you went on beyond us to check out campsites and then come back up. I thought, dear Lord, that is straight down. What did you think of that hill coming back up out of Stokoa? Were you even tired by then? Because you had already hiked 8-9 miles by then.
I stopped and took water. The uphill was gnarly. It was crazy going up.
Well, I'm looking forward to supporting your Appalachian Trail through hike, because this kid can hike amazingly. You'll probably average 25 mile days. You'll get it done in less than 100 days if you don't take too many zeros in the towns.
I don't know, hot tubs are kind of enticing.
Awesome. All right, thanks for being here, Bryson.
I remember Sarah's saying something.
What are you doing, Terry?
Making sure there's no ticks in my beard.
That's awesome.
I learned that on the trail
That is awesome.
from Redbeard. I call him a Redbeard.
Well, all of us have missed your beautiful wife not being here. She really was the one that kind of called me and ringlead this, but her and almost 4 or 5 others had some issues coming out. So we're very grateful that you came out, because even though she called me, it's really your deal and you're leading it. Why don't you introduce yourself, what your name is, and maybe introduce Sarah even though she's not here. We'll catch you on the next one, and about your company and why you guys have done what you do.
Well, my name's Terry. My wife's name's Sarah. Sarah is actually the one who started Foxtrot Forward. And she had an idea and just ran with it, really. I came on board about probably 6 months after she had got it, as it made it a nonprofit. Got the tax exempt and all that good stuff, and got it on the books. Fell in love with it. Went on a hike with her. As she called it, I was not ready. I was fat fit. I ate more jeans.
With what you're at right now, people can't see how muscular you are, but you're a big dude.
The brotherhood, that I didn't know any of these people, but man, they helped me. I struggled very bad.
If there's veterans watching our YouTube channel, or people that know veterans and want to get involved, we're in, you guys, how many states do you cover? You're in Kentucky.
Well, we're based out of Bowling Green.
Okay. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
There really is no.
How can they get a hold of you? If they wanted to go on a hike or something you guys do, how can they get a hold of you?
They would get a hold of us through foxtrotforward.org. We have an email. They would just send us a message through that.
I will get that from Sarah and put that link on this video.
If you put that,
Yep.
put that link on there, all they got to do that and shoot us a message and say, hey, I'm so and so. I'm a veteran. I'd like to.
Is it a membership?
No membership. Nothing like. Even if you want to support.
Right.
Foxtrot, you don't have to be a veteran to support.
Which is sometimes really appreciated, because had we had the group we were going to have,
Right.
would have been nice to be able to have monies to buy gear and stuff like that.
Yep, right.
Yep.
Jason Childress is not a veteran, but he supports
Yeah,
us
yeah.
as much as he can.
It was cool.
So
Very cool. All right, thank
hear
you.
from a lot of people.
Gracious.
Foxtrot Ford, our main purpose is to get veterans outside. Doing what we're doing now, whether it's kayaking, hiking, off-roading with the vehicles. We
Oh,
do
that's
that. Even if you just want to go out and do some fishing, we can take you out and do some fishing.
Awesome.
So, or in a roundabout way hunting, we have a guy that is a big-time hunter, and he's taken a couple vets out and took them hunting.
So hunting, fishing, kayaking. You did that
Just
18
about
months.
anything outdoors.
Boom. Baby? What's your name?
Conrad.
That felt really weird.
Big arms. Big arms. Muscles Conrad.
That was awesome. So on the Appalachian Trail, everybody has trail names and different experiences.
Muscle.
Right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to live with it the whole way. But there was a very spirited young lady, my husband, right in front of me. We come off the hill, and he's carrying her bags, and she goes, "Oh, you have such big muscles." I was like, dear Lord, now we're not going to be able to live with them. Of course, she was a little inebriated, but she was very bubbly and encouraging, and she gave comments to everybody.
She did. She had a good spirit.
So how'd you hear about Foxtrot Ford?
Mostly through you,
Right,
because you were dealing with Terry's wife through the bakery, and
right.
you had mentioned to me that they were looking for someone to help them put a trail together down the Appalachian Trail, and that's why we're here.
Right, and then Conrad heard, he doesn't always hike with me, but only a couple more minutes, guys, sorry. And but I said, I might be out on the trail with like 9 guys. I said, do you want to go? He goes, well, absolutely. Right.
Hon, you go spend all the time you want with a bunch of
Right.
guys.
Yeah.
My husband is also a veteran, so thank you for your service, honey. And what'd you think about this hike?
This hike, we've done this hike one time before,
Right.
and I was pleasantly surprised because the last time we did it, it was about 30 degrees warmer than it is now, and we were struggling because coming up through between water points from A to B, we were struggling last time because the water was drier in the fall than it is in the spring, and we didn't have a lot of water sources, and so by the time we finally got to our last water source yesterday, or today even, we were hurt.
And after opening the bakery, we haven't had time to train, so I was a little concerned.
And it's been in the 60s on this trip during most of the daytime hiking, and it's been pleasant to hike in.
But yeah, I'm with you. It wasn't easy. This hike's never going to be easy. I
No,
don't care
it's
how
not
good
easy
the
hike.
shape you're in.
This is
It's
straight
not going to be easy. But I was steady, so I'm pleased with that. All right, ready? I'm going to go here.
Okay.
This is our superstar for the week because
He's old.
you know what though? You kick some butt. And what's your name?
Larry Bell.
And how'd you hear about Foxtrot Ford?
I was at the doctor's office, and I got diagnosed with atrial fibrillation on January 13th, and I was being tested out. I was being tested to see if it was all the time, sometimes, whatever. And it so happens that Sarah was the person that was doing my stress test.
Oh, I didn't know that.
During the conversation, because it wasn't, for what it's worth, it wasn't much of a stress test. But she had guidelines that she had to follow. But I've always been very active outside. I love to backpack. I love to kayak. I used to love to run, but like one of your earlier interviewees, I haven't run in a long time, so it's really difficult to run when you're not in shape. Once you're in shape, it's
Just in case I edited out earlier, remind us of your age if you don't mind.
I'm 71 years old.
And we just did 30 miles, and I will take a picture of
Haven't been 30 miles yet.
Right.
I'm still breathing, but Maybe if you do an addendum at the
But
end
we got
of
all
this,
the
we can
hard
say
stuff
we've
out
done
of the way.
30.
So, but then again, nobody falls up. Everybody falls down. So let's
Yeah.
get to Nantahala tomorrow. What'd you think of this hike?
This hike kicked my butt. It really kicked my butt. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I was able to do it. I went on a vetting hike with Terry and Sarah in the Red River Gorge, and second day I had problems. I mean, I had some real issues going up hills and stuff like that. I was pretty sure that I could do it, but I didn't know, and that's why I met you guys at our first campsite instead of starting with you.
Sure.
That way, if I wasn't up to it, and for those of you that don't know, AFib is not a life-threatening situation. It's not like you're going to have a heart attack because of it. The biggest concern with AFib is that you're going to have a stroke because your heart's not, the rhythm isn't right. So you can have blood pool, which would clot, and then you get hurt by the blood clot moving to the brain kind of thing. At any rate, so I met you guys at the first campsite because if I wasn't going to be able to do the first day, I was just going to walk back to the van and meet you guys on your way up as I was going back down. Worked out okay.
Yeah, it worked
I'm
out
here,
great.
day 3. I'm here. I'm
Yep.
happy. I'm smiling.
And you
I'm
led the
tired
way.
as
You led the
hell.
way the first 2 days, and you hung right with everybody
Well,
today.
you know,
So
it was easy to lead the way the first 2 days. I started before you guys about 5 hours.
I just want to say thank you for your service, and
Thank you.
you're the reason we're here. People look up to the older generation, and they see you out here doing it. Younger guys are thinking, wait a minute.
Well, the way Sarah explained it to me, the idea of Foxtrot Forward is to get vets out there that don't usually get out there, to get them back out in the world and appreciating the world. And that really that resonated very deeply with me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be part of the Foxtrot Forward movement kind of thing.
And being your age and doing what you're doing, it's encouraging to people going, hey, this guy can do it, I can do it. So
Believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But like I told Sarah when we came out of the Red River Gorge, when we hiked down there, if you're unsure, start slow.
Yep.
Walk a mile a day.
Yep.
Bump it to 2, bump it to 3, bump it to 4 as it becomes easier, and then put 5 pounds on your back.
Yep. And
You know,
get involved
you
where
can
you
do this
can,
if you
when
want.
you can. You don't
Yes.
always have to take the hike from Fontana Dam to Nantahala.
right.
Maybe
That's
there's
right.
something else. Or,
That's right.
Yep.
I mean, you know, backpacking might not be your thing, but
Right.
maybe kayaking is, maybe off-roading is,
Yep.
maybe fishing is.
Agreed.
There's lots of activities to get vets back out and engaged.
I love it.
And, you know, you can edit this out, but
No.
get that suicide rate down.
Yeah.
You know, let's get people back engaged in living.
Yep.
That's what really resonated with me so much.